Coming up right now, the hidden fees you are paying just to upgrade your seat or maybe a carry-on you bag while flying on those budget airlines.
Also coming up, they have no shame in their game. The latest stunt the Meltdown mob is pulling for online attention.
A little bit later on, the champagne of beers has released a new cologne, okay? And the scent of desperation is selling out everywhere, folks.
Believe it or not. Daily Flash starts right now.
Get ready for trending news and entertainment. This is Daily Flash with your hosts, Andrea Jackson and Mitch English. The fun starts right now. This is Daily Flash.
Hi everyone, I'm Andrea Jackson.
And I am Mitch English. We are welcoming you to Daily Flash. Yes, indeed. So glad to have you here. We got a whole hour packed for you, just with everything you need to know with today's trends, tomorrow's talk. We also have our little puppet, that is Maddie. How are you, Maddie?
Well, somebody's got their hand up somewhere. You guys ever just wake up one morning and have a homeless guy living on the bottom floor of your apartment?
My wife does, and that's me for a while.
So I had to deal with that this morning. So
you had to kick him aside. And
well, I had to call local law enforcement. It's just it's a whole thing going on in this town. I don't know.
Well, his when they say homeless, apparently he has a home. It's just underneath your.
It's under my mailbox.
So
Yes.
keep that in mind.
I'm just, and it's something that I feel bad about. I'm hoping they can help him, but it was very.
Ask him if he can run camera too. Maybe
Yeah,
have him
actually.
come in.
Well, I mean,
We'll give him a job.
yeah, well, I already gave him a job. There he is, right there.
There he is, our homeless guy on camera too.
Don't they call it unhoused in California?
Unhoused. Now I think you have to say
Yeah.
that to be PC.
In
so.
Florida we say homeless, but in California they say unhoused.
Displaced.
Displaced or
We called them
bums.
Bums.
Yes, yes. Or dwelling challenged.
You know, you and I both lived in San Diego for a while.
Yes.
They have a huge problem with that because it's
Huge.
gorgeous, and if you're
Yes.
going to go anywhere, that would be probably the
I
place,
thought
right?
that too. Like, if you're going to be homeless, why not be homeless somewhere where the weather is nice year round? Which San Diego is the perfect spot. But yet you've got people who are dwelling challenged or unhoused in places like Chicago and New York. You're like, what are you thinking?
You think it moved to like the San Diego, but you can see why we have it here in
Yes.
Orlando because we have tourists, but also decent weweather most of the year at least.
But then during the summertime,
During
they
summertime,
leave. They go
yeah.
north.
They go to North Carolina.
They go to Detroit.
They summer up north.
And before you start, you send your emails. We're
Yes.
not making fun of
No,
the
no.
place. So
we're not.
I just have to, because I don't want to talk to Cheryl in HR again.
I know, sure.
I'm trying to see her not for the rest of the
She's
year.
been busy this
She's
year.
been very busy with me and Maddie. I'm kind of handing the reins over to Maddie to
And
be
Nick.
Let me ask-
Nick's had a couple phone
Nick's
calls.
coming in next.
Let me ask you guys a question, camera guys included. If somebody put their marathon run time on their resume, would you say that's a good thing or a bad thing?
Same.
Allergies.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
no, that's no.
So like, oh, you're trying to be. Okay, listen,
yes.
I know they do. Actually, that is an accomplishment. I can tell you that.
Yes.
I get tired driving 26 miles.
In Orlando.
It does tell me something about them, and it's something I'll never be able to do. So that's why I can say, and
Yes.
sound effects like that.
Camera guys?
Camera guys.
on the gig.
Depends on the gig. Okay.
Nick says depends on the gig.
Fitness or like a night shoe company. or
Okay,
something, maybe.
all right. Okay, Zach, how about you? Run time on a resume for a marathon.
I don't run.
Don't run.
So you
okay,
would
so
say
he would say
no,
thumbs
and
down.
then Braden, you would say what?
Is it a gym job?
Is it a gym job?
Is it something that requires running?
Okay, is it something that requires running? So these are all interesting comments, but think about it this way. If you've got somebody who's a marathon runner or even a triathlete, what does that say to you?
So they go the distance?
They're disciplined.
Dedicated.
They're goal-oriented.
Yeah.
They focus. They are willing to get a job done. There are a number of things that sort of fall underneath that if you're a marathon runner or triathlete, a particular sports
Thank you
person.
for making me feel so much worse about myself.
No, well, I thought
I got
the
a
same
bad
thing.
knee.
No, I had the same reaction when I heard it too. I'm like, you got to be kidding me, really? What are you bragging about this marathon run time? But the more I think about it, and it's also a conversation starter. A lot of employers are saying it's a good way to,
100%. That's what it is.
if your potential employer is a runner or
We
an
have a
athlete.
stack of resumes.
Yes.
Which one are we going to talk about?
Yeah.
We're talking about.
I know.
Well, it is actually impressive. Yeah, you got it.
Most
That's
CEOs are crazy athletic people. Like Mark Cuban gets up every day and says he does the treadmill for an hour at 5 in the morning. Bob Iger, look at him, he's 70 something and in
And
perfect shape.
You have a lot of people say they wake up bums off the side of their house.
Then you got what I do.
Will he add that to his resume?
Put that in your resume.
Wakes up bum
That's
at 5
a
a.m.
conversation
You
starter.
are in Hollywood as well. Like on
Yes.
your acting resume, you do add stuff. It's the same concept.
Right.
You do stuff to remember. My cousin who was out in LA, he was a spelunker.
that's a good
Spelunkier.
one. Yes.
Because if it could be a skill that could be used on the
Yes.
ship. But also, what's that? What's a spelunker? It's the people that go
Exactly.
down off rocks, that kind
Right.
of thing. So.
Yeah. Cave
dwelling. So I don't even know what it is either.
Cave
Cave
adventurers.
Adventure,
Yes.
yeah.
Batman did.
Yes.
So think about that. That's actually a good idea. So yeah, I started off now. Now I think it's a good
Right,
idea.
special skills. So it's an interesting thing to put on the resume as a potential resume conversation starter. And the other thing too is if you are younger than 30, you should be updating your resume at least every 6 months.
100%.
Because if you're not, and somebody says, "Hey, I've got this great opportunity for you. Send me your resume," and then you're like, "I don't have a resume," blah, 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 and you've lost the job.
I'm putting. I can eat 20 Twinkies in
best-
30 seconds.
What's even funny about that is
Don't remember that.
they're having to have online resume tutorials for kids because
Yeah.
they don't know how to put a resume together anymore.
That
It's
is
like,
true.
This is how it's supposed to go.
Yeah.
Don't put a picture on there. Yeah, and they have ChatGPT doing it for
Yeah.
them too. And then it's got some weird phrase in it. It's like, no, you clearly had ChatGPT.
But at least ChatGPT or AI can help you with the basics, and then you can kind of
get
fill
the-
in from there.
Hey, spell check can help me with mine. All right, let's jump into what's going on. A recent meeting in Washington, D.C. exposed just how much budget airlines are actually making off those seat upgrades and the carry-on fees that you're paying. There's a recent report. It found that between the years 2022 and 2023, Frontier and Spirit Airlines paid workers $26 million in bonuses
Oh my gosh.
to enforce the check bag policies. Frontier workers earned $10 for every oversized carry-on bag that was checked at the gate or online within 60 minutes of departure. Now, Spirit employees earned $5 for checking oversized carry-on bags at the gate and upgrading passengers to exit rows or seats with more legroom. Managers at both airlines also earn commission if their region met monthly revenue goals. Completely makes sense. That's why they would do the checks, and you'd hear about people saying it fits inside this little thing.
Yes.
Which, by the way, was it you, Matt, that was telling me there is no actually set regulation? It's just whatever the airline says
So
for those sizes?
The airline has a regulation size, but when you go out to their gate, they have this little thing that you have to like put it in. Theirs is smaller than the airline regulation, and I got gypped over $100 on this one time because they're like, "Oh, fit." I'm like, "It fit through the X-ray machine, so it's fine." They're like, "No, it doesn't fit our guy." It was like a $1/4 shorter.
I see.
And it was $100 more just to get on the plane. And I checked it; it was $50. All of a sudden, I walk to the gate; it's $100.
So you're saying it's a scam because
Yeah.
because you think I would have just done it at the gate.
I would have just
or at
checked
the
it, and
check-in.
it cleared the FAA's regulations of through the X-ray machine.
Yeah. Otherwise, you got the double fee for
Yeah,
taking it to the
just
gate.
because I went to the gate with it.
It's the a la carte airlines, if you
Yes.
think about that. So you're going to pay for cheap. If you think you're getting a cheap airline ticket, you're really not because
Your
they're
chair
gonna add
doesn't
on
go
to that.
back. You don't get a movie. You're sitting there with people yelling and trying to open
That's
the
what
doors.
you get when you book a $50 seat.
That's why I played.
The Meltdown Mob claims they are getting their tubes tied in defiance of the recent election results. The women claim they're doing it because they fear a reproductive rights crackdown, despite the fact that the new administration has said repeatedly that they do not support any kind of abortion ban. These women are using the social media hashtag 4B. They say it promotes the 4 no's: having sex with men, giving birth, dating men, or getting married to men.
right.
Others have even taken to shaving their heads in an attempt to make themselves more unattractive. The movement has been widely mocked online, with many women calling their behavior cringe-worthy.
If and you're allowed to associate yourself with that organization. So if I pretty much it would tell me everything I need to know about you. If you say, look, I'm one of these, I'm like, okay, well, I get it.
Yes.
Talk to you later. But we'll be friends. But I'm not saying you're doing that.
Talk
but,
to me in 4 years.
If that's the beautiful thing about America is
Yes.
that we're able to just associate ourselves with anything. Miller High Life, they've released a new cologne, camera guys, that is meant to smell like a dive bar, and it's actually not cheap. The scent of desperation is going to set you back about $60. The smell of the dive bar fume, it blends cedar wood and patchouli to recreate notes of a bar counter, tobacco, and leather. It's actually meant to conjure up the aroma of worn-in leather bar stools and sea salt from a basket of fries or maybe even popcorn. Unclear if the sold-out cologne will also smell like stale cigarettes, flooded bathrooms, and a sweaty fight. However, Instagram users have I've actually had a field
Somebody
day.
wants to give me this, I'll wear it.
Yeah, well, of course you would. Yes. One commenter calling it is scent for 7 years. That's what he smelled like.
You know what really makes me feel like home sometimes? The smell of those rubber,
The rubber bar mats?
the rubber bar mats. That really makes it feel like home.
Here's the thing. They say there is some psychology that women go after what their dads used to smell like. And
I
that's
can
why they
see
say
that.
that sometimes they say wear Old Spice and stuff that old men wear because when they were young and they had daughter, and that's a thing. It's kind of
yeah,
weird. So
that-
if your
no,
dad
that
did
makes
that a
sense.
lot, that could work.
It could work. It's possible. You
I
could
don't know
try
if you
it.
want to smell like that. We're going to be talking about credit card use, and you Gen Zers,
Yeah.
they're redefining the way we're using our credit cards. We'll talk about that next. Hey, welcome back to Daily Flash. I'm Mitch English. Gen Z, they're redefining credit card use. They're actually smart about maximizing awards and cashing in on points. However, they have a ton of debt. So joining us right now is Jennifer Streaks. She's the senior personal finance reporter for Business Insider. So we got the good experts here. Jennifer, welcome back to the show. They say Gen Z has some of the highest levels of credit card debt. What's behind this trend?
You know, I thought at one point it was a lot of revenge shopping and revenge traveling due to COVID.
Yeah.
But now I'm really starting to think that it's lifestyle creep in terms of inflation, higher prices on everything, and just being able to afford their daily lives.
How does this generation differ actually from older generations and maybe even their approach to debt?
I think that they're more used to credit cards. They're definitely more used to tap and go, tap and pay. And it's so much easier for them just to reach for a credit card because it's just easier in society now. I also think that their approach to debt isn't as filled with fear as it might have been with older generations. They feel like they are living their lives.
You know, is coupled also with my understanding, and correct me if I'm wrong, but Gen Z is actually comfortable with maybe living at home with parents and that sort of thing. And kind of, I even know my Gen Z kids, I had to make them go out and get a driver's license. They're like, well, we got Uber, we don't need to go and see friends. We could talk on the phone. What about their priorities when it comes to personal finance? What does that really say about them?
They are committed to living their lives. They have gotten used to a combination of tech and convenience.
Yeah.
And so it's the same thing that you just said in terms of not being pressed about getting a driver's license. They are not overly concerned with necessarily getting that first apartment or buying their first home. It's about convenience and being tech savvy. And if they have to stay at home for a couple of years, that's fine. They get their first apartment, they get their first credit card, and then they're able and they feel fine with using that credit card to continue on with their life.
They're getting the most out of the credit card. So let's talk some good with them at least. They know how to maximize their rewards. However, is that keeping a lot of them in deep debt because of that? Is that what you're saying?
I think that sometimes that is an excuse. They are maximizing rewards, travel points. Oh, when I use my card, I'm getting more travel points so I can travel this summer. So it's sort of like an excuse for the continued shopping and spending, but they definitely do maximize rewards and points.
Okay, so now we're not coming down on the Gen Zs and everything. It's more likely, like us, I'm the Gen X, is that we probably scared them to death. You're just saying, you better do this, you better do this, better do this. And they're like, wait, hold on, your credit cards. Why do I need to worry about it? So we need to think of some strategies. What do you recommend that actually is going to help Generation Z, folks, actually help get their debt in and be able to use it effectively?
It has become so normalized just to pay for everything with credit.
Yeah.
And instead of just automatically reaching for that credit card, say, do I need to pay this with credit? Because with credit comes a high interest rate normally, especially with the credit cards that they're getting. And so just say, do I really need to spend this? Or if I am going to spend it, do I need to put it on a credit card and then spend the next 6 months paying it off?
Makes sense.
Also, just be really dedicated to paying down debt and understanding that it's really hard to get out of it and that the decisions that you make now in your 20s, early 30s can really follow you down the line.
I always say that chicken sandwich you're buying right now on credit card, you're going to be paying for it 5 years from now. So thank you so much, Jennifer. Great stuff. We'll have you back for more information. Check out Jennifer on businessinsider.com.
Are you worrying about your never-ending to-do list or the challenges of everyday life? Dr. Ken Redcross is here with some simple swaps to help you stay calm and centered.
It can be easy to get caught up in the stress of daily life. To help you refocus on the present and shake off your stress, try embracing deep breathing techniques. Calm, mindful breathing will help you slow your body and mind down. By swapping sweets for strawberries or sliced bell peppers, you'll get antioxidants and nutrients that will help keep you ready for whatever lies ahead. For a dose of stress-reducing magnesium, try adding a side of pumpkin seeds or peanuts to your meal instead of fries and chips. Relaxation is a good way to regroup and unwind, but if you constantly put off exercise in favor of lounging, it can magnify your feelings of stress. Movement can reduce the negative effects of stress on your body. No matter what you choose, even 10 minutes of exercise can help. In addition to physical activity, boron stress calm melt-away tablets can be an over-the-counter option to relieve occasional nervousness, irritability, hypersensitivity, and fatigue due to everyday stress. Its blend of plant-based active ingredients reduces nervous tension, calming both mind and body. As a non-sedative homeopathic medicine, it can help you stay focused and relaxed without affecting alertness. Lastly, try to look for the positives in life, for the things that you are grateful for. Giving thanks can make you feel happier and healthier. I'm Ken Redcross with your Dr. Redcross to the Rescue Health Minute.
Keeping the show moving along, let's check in with our friends at the Daily Buzz right here on Daily Flash.
At our best, the holidays are a magical time filled with family, togetherness, and awe. But we understand that creating lasting memories can sometimes feel a bit overwhelming. When cooking falls to the bottom of your very long list, let us prepare a fresh, cook-to-order meal for you and your family with top-quality ingredients because you deserve our best.
The holiday season is filled with opportunities to make memories with the ones you love. So let us create the perfect atmosphere for your family to do just that. Our team at Culver's is dedicated to putting a smile on your family's faces by treating everyone like a neighbor and serving fresh, cooked-to-order menu items sure to satisfy every member of the family. Let us take care of you so you can enjoy the season's moments that turn into memories.
This season, visit culvers.com to find the location nearest you.
Follow the Daily Buzz on social media.
Welcome back to Daily Flash. I'm Mitch English. Here's Tony Toscano with this week's Screen Chatter.
Streaming on MGM Plus is the dystopian sci-fi series Earth Abides.
Everyone's dead, hon.
There's no one left. Did you sleep through the matinee, kid? Whoever might be left is out of time.
After most of the world's population has fallen to a mysterious illness, a small group of survivors band together to develop a new civilization. The series stars Alexander Ludwig, Jessica Francis Dukes, and Aaron Tevitt.
It gives you a sense that what we do here in terms of our existence is tremendously important. And connecting with one another is of the utmost importance.
I hope that they are able to look in the mirror and find each character in themselves and truly, truly do the work to find out what their purpose is and how they can better the world and each other.
If we could like hit cancel or hit eject or pull that cord, would we and should we? And I think that seeing a society that's much more rudimentary and going back to a lot of traditional things without technology, and meeting the kids on the show who have never heard an Oasis song or don't know what the internet is, I think that's a very fascinating subject.
Despite a few small plot holes, Earth Abides is a watchable sci-fi series focusing on survival and the need to be part of a community. Again, Earth Abides is streaming on MGM Plus and gets a B. It's not rated. In selected theaters is the crime drama The Order, starring Jude Law.
Sheriff Laughlin, Terry Husk. I had a question about some flyers I keep seeing. White power. Is that the Aryan Nation?
You know those pamphlets you saw? It's not all. This was in June. A bomb went off at a synagogue in Boise.
A lone FBI agent stationed in the sleepy, picturesque town of Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, believes a series of recent crimes were not the work of traditional criminals, but a group of dangerous domestic terrorists.
He doesn't judge. He just sets them out there for you to look at and take on board. And that, alongside the thriller aspect, the sort of cat and mouse chase, I hope delivers something that's rewarding, fulfilling, and as you said when we started this conversation, upsetting.
The Order is a well-paced and solid police action film with an edge. Jude Law is terrific in the role of a jaded FBI agent who has had his fill. Again, it's playing in selected theaters and gets a B. It's rated R. For the Daily Flash, I'm film critic Tony Toscano.
Tech life expert Stephanie Humphrey. She's joining us with her Gotta Have It gift list.
Hi, and thank you for having me again on the Daily Flash. And you're right, I'm working with these brands today for gifts and ideas that I think you gotta get this year. So let's start with giving something creative and personalized. Saving precious memories is one of the best gifts you can give your family, and Mixbook, the #1 rated photo book platform, makes it easy to create personalized gifts like photo books, calendars, holiday cards, and a lot more. Use Mixbook's customizable templates and unique personalization tools to turn your cherished memories into stunning keepsakes. And for a limited time, get a complimentary Mixbook movie with your photo book purchase, bringing your photos to life in a cinematic video you can instantly share. Next, giving your family a sense of security will always be a welcome gift. The Ecobee Total Security and Savings Bundle features some of their award-winning products like the Smart Doorbell Camera, Smart Thermostat Premium, and Smart Sensors. Easily control everything from your phone or smart home assistant and get a full year's access to Ecobee Smart Security Complete with 24/7 professional monitoring. This bundle is everything you need to keep your home comfortable and safe. Now, whether you're a master craftsman or the everyday crafter, the Festool Sustainer Organizer Sys 3 will keep all the tools of your trade organized, protected, and accessible. With the ability to transport and find small parts easily, you truly get a place for everything. Plastic containers that can be individually configured and a clear lid make the Sustainer organizers the perfect addition to any workspace or craft room. It's the ideal gift to help the DIYer or pro in your life stay organized and efficient. And let's end with 2 more Gotta Have It tech ideas. The HP All-In plan is tech your whole family will be able to take advantage of now and all year long. It's an all-inclusive print service that includes a new HP printer for your home with automatic ink delivery and 24/7 live support. It's the ultimate convenience for all your printing needs like recipes or holiday wish lists, and with flexible plan options that start at just $6.99 a month, the HP All-In plan lets you save time and get back to enjoying the holidays with your family. And this holiday season, T-Mobile has tech the whole family will love, including free smartphones like the Google Pixel 9 Pro XL when you add a line or trade on any Go 5G plan, or a free JBL Clip 5 when you buy the T-Mobile exclusive Harman Kardon Onyx Studio 9. Plus, switch the whole family and score big with 4 free smartphones and 4 lines for just $100 a month, all on America's largest and fastest 5G network. For everything I covered, including links, just head to inthenews.tv. Have a happy holiday.
This is Daily Flash with your hosts, Andrea Jackson and Mitch English. Trending news and entertainment. This is Daily Flash.
Hey everybody, welcome. I am Mitch English.
And I'm Andrea Jackson. This is Daily Flash, your source for trending news and entertainment.
I'm so glad to have you here. We love having you for the ride. Let's go to Bend, Oregon, where they're having a problem.
Oh.
There's a problem in Bend.
A problem in Bend.
And
problem with the Bend.
The Bend. You got the Bends. They're calling it the Googly Bandit. What this guy is. Yeah. So he's going around.
I love him already.
Right? Me too.
Yes.
I'm the Googly Bandit. So he's going around, you know the googly eyes?
Yeah. All of a sudden, he's Yosemite Sam.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Dad, anyway, then the googly eyes, they're putting them on statues all over the town. And Google the googly eyes of Bend, Oregon. And to me, they're hilarious, right? So like they have this one of a deer and its baby and everything, and they put googly eyes on it.
Oh my God, I'm looking at it right
Here's-
now. This is the best.
Okay, did you see it?
Can we can we do this in town? Guys, we're doing
Here's
this
the
after
only
show.
issue with it. And the police and Ben are actually, they have a pretty good attitude about it. They're like, look, it is funny. We get it.
Yes.
It's funny to look at it. But they're putting them on with these permanent
Oh
stick
no, see that's
stuff.
a problem. That's an issue.
So because they don't, the weather out there or whatever. And they're taking it off, and they've already cost about $1,500 in damage
geez.
on it. Here's the thing: if you're going to do it, get one you know.
That's easily.
By the way, I'm not perpetrating any kind of crimes.
Right.
That English boy told me to do it. I'm not going to
He just said use a different adhesive.
So just stick it on there, take the picture, put it on social media. That's what you're trying to do anyway. And don't ruin the great art they have in Bend, Oregon.
No.
I feel bad for them because and the police officer saying, look, it does make us chuckle, but it is causing a lot of damage.
How great would that be on Mount Rushmore?
That guy, if you don't stick it with
Right.
serious adhesive, it's the damage that makes it banded.
The banded part makes it by all means.
And you know what? If you end up in jail, and I don't know what the laws are like in Bend, Oregon, but I'm guessing they're probably a little loosey-goosey. But could you imagine your mugshot and you get the googly eyes over it?
I would. That's if I was the googly eye bandit. I definitely, that's hilarious.
You're in prison with some guy that just like carjacks some old like grandma, and then they're like, "What are you in for?" I put googly eyes on Saturday. Like you're not gonna have a good time.
I'm gonna make you googly eye, boy. I'm gonna make you googly eye. I love it. I love
smell good.
You smell
Is
good,
that
googly
Miller
eye.
High Life bar for you?
And the other guy's like, "Are you looking at me? I can't tell. Your eyes are like, ugh." Right?
Exactly. A recent meeting in Washington, D.C. exposed just how much the budget airlines are making off those seat upgrades and carry-on fees. A recent report found that between 2022 and 2023, Frontier and Spirit Airlines paid workers $26 million in bonuses to enforce checked bag policies. Mitch likes to call this revenue enforcement.
Revenue enforcement, you're right.
When it comes to speeding tickets, this is kind of the same thing.
Exactly.
Frontier workers earned $10 for each oversized carry-on bag that was checked at the gate or online within 60 minutes of departure. That's pretty good money.
100%.
Spirit employees earned $5 for checking oversized carry-on bags at the gate and upgrading passengers to exit rows or seats with more legroom. More like a sales job, it sounds like.
That's right.
Managers at both airlines also earned a commission if their region met monthly revenue goals.
I'll give in for the defense for Frontier and Spirit is that their gate agents and their employees are so nice and friendly when they review the, they're like, hey, I'm so sorry, but we're not going to be able to allow you to put that. They're very well spoken. They are very understanding.
Put your luggage up top.
That you ain't flying with that. I'm like, what?
Not accommodating?
Not really, because they know. Look, I'm going to get a bonus. I'll get $10. Mama needs some new shoes, and you go look around.
And a great
like,
TikTok
whatever.
video out of this when somebody loses their mind, freaking out
Let's
over
just
it.
say let's say there are 300 people on your plane. You check in 100, you upgrade 100 of those passengers.
Think about that.
That's a nice little bonus check.
100%,
Yeah.
and I agree with that.
I will also say this, you get what you pay for.
Fantastic way of saying it. Today's trends, tomorrow's talk. We got more of it right here on Daily Flash.
'Twas the month of Christmas, and all through the flash, the hosts were rehearsing as Matt took out the trash.
How is this my job?
The cameras were in place, the scripts handled with care. How come the good-looking voice guy never gets on air? Mitch in his necktie, Andrea in her dress.
Are we gonna shoot the show? I don't know, I guess.
The viewers were watching from all over the map.
You think your job's bad? I have to read this crap.
So wherever you watch us, TV, phone, or our site.
Happy holidays to all!
You had one line.
I had you all a good night.
Season's greetings from all of us at Daily Flash.
Hey, welcome back to Daily Flash. I'm Mitch English, along with Andrea Jackson, our buddy, digital lifestyle expert Mario Armstrong. He's joining us now with what's hot this holiday season. Mario, what do you got for us, man?
Hey there, thanks so much for having me on the Daily Flash. And you're right, I partnered with some great brands to share some top tech gifts for the holidays. Let's start with a gift for the creative on your list. Give them the perfect mix of power, mobility, and style with the HP OmniBook Ultra Flip 14. It has the latest Intel Core Ultra processor to unlock advanced tools for creativity and collaboration. It's the world's first convertible AI PC with inking and a haptic touchpad, delivering a more realistic experience when drawing and writing. With extended battery life, a 9-megapixel AI camera, and HP Wolf security, the OmniBook Ultra Flip is a game changer for the on-the-go productivity that you need. Speaking of upgrading, let's upgrade our home printing with the HP Envy 6155E. This is their latest. It's an all-in-one printer from HP. It features a touchscreen, vibrant color printing, scanning, and copying. It's really designed for easy use for the entire family. It's made from 60% recycled plastic. Plus, check this out. It comes with 3 months of free instant ink with paper add-on option with automatic replacements sent before you run out. So you're always prepared to print when it matters most. And our devices need an upgrade. So we're going to head over to Metro by T-Mobile's new Metro Flex plan. You can get a free phone when you join and upgrade every year with Metro's best deals on select devices. Right now, you can snag the Samsung Galaxy A35 5G and Samsung Galaxy Watch FE for under $100 when you sign up for Metro Flex Plus and add a smartwatch line. And you can enjoy extras like Amazon Prime, Google One, and MLB TV. Now, for the gamer on your list, can't forget them, check out Sonic X Shadow Generations. This newest entry to the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise brings together classic Sonic, modern Sonic, and Shadow in an all-new collection of iconic 2D and 3D levels with 2 unique experiences. Sonic X Shadow Generations is available both digitally and physically, starting at around $49 on modern consoles and PC. And finally, how about gifting an experience for a lifetime? I'm talking Rosetta Stone. It is a unique and meaningful gift for everyone who wants to learn a language. The grandparents who want to keep their brain sharp, your sister planning her next trip, or your friend wanting to connect with her roots. For a limited time, Rosetta Stone's lifetime unlimited memberships are 50% off. That's just $199 for access to all of their 25 languages for life. If you're looking for more information on everything I talked about today, just head on over to our website at inthenews.tv.
And now, some great tips to keep the young ones safe during the holidays.
During the holidays, especially when living with young children or hosting them, it's important to create a safe home, particularly in high-risk areas like the laundry room, under the sink, and medicine cabinets.
Together with the American Cleaning Institute, we created a home safety guide. Prioritize safety by securely storing products while also making them look organized and visually appealing. It's essential to keep kids top of mind, giving parents ease knowing that their little ones are protected.
You can find resources to keep young children safe by downloading the new Home Safety Guide.
Hey, let's check out the top pick for the 2025 Car of the Year. Take a look.
With Motor Trend's Car of the Year.
We are proud to announce that Motor Trend's 2025 Car of the Year award goes to the Mercedes-Benz E-Class. It stood out from its competitors thanks to its sublime driving experience with great acceleration and handling. It's also more thoughtfully designed around its occupants than ever before, with its sophisticated infotainment system and its spacious and practical cabin layout.
To learn more, go to motortrend.com.
Hey, welcome back to Daily Flash. I'm Mitch English along with Andrea Jackson and Matt Doolittle. Did you know that 81% of people say that presentation matters when giving a gift? Matters the most. Scotch brand gift wrapping expert Amber Kemp-Gertzel, she's here to help. Hey Amber, help us out.
Hey, thanks so much for having me. You know that face that you make when you receive a gift that may not be so thoughtfully wrapped? Maybe it was thrown into a gift bag, or even worse, maybe it's a last-minute re-gift? Well, until now, that face has not had a name, but Scotch brand has come up with one, and we're calling it resting gift face. It's that face you kind of make when you're like, I wish this was more thoughtfully wrapped. Well, this holiday season, we're going to combat RGF with hand-wrapped gifts that show that there was some thought and effort put into the gift, and it doesn't need to be perfect. So I have some tips that'll get you started on your journey to beautiful gift wrapping this holiday season. Number 1, I want you to grab all of your supplies that you need. Set them out, and it's not much. You need scissors, you need gift wrap, and then you need Scotch gift wrap tape. It melts into the paper and it creates a nearly flawless finish, which is perfect for beginners who may not feel so confident about their gift wrapping skills. Second, pick a theme. So maybe it's a color palette, or maybe it's different images that you want to have on all of your wrapping paper. That way everything looks cohesive and it really shows that you put some thought and effort into the presentation of your gifts. Last up, when you're wrapping those gifts, Take one piece of paper and cut it down to size to the gift that you're wrapping. Don't just start with a big old piece of paper and start chomping away at it, because then you're going to get jagged edges and that leads to a lot of paper waste. This way, you'll have some extra paper left over that you can use maybe for wrapping smaller gifts, or you can use it to make a tag or a bow to put on top. So those are some tips that will hopefully get you to have some success this gift wrapping season. Now, what about being overwhelmed? Are you feeling overwhelmed about gift wrapping? Are you feeling the pressure? Don't. It doesn't need to be perfect. The fun is that you put some thought and show the recipient that you're really thinking about what they're going to feel when they first lay eyes on that gift. Now, a lot of us won't be seeing our friends and family this season. Maybe they're far away, maybe they're in a different state, and we have to ship those gifts over to them. Well, I've got a tip for you for that as well. You're going to get a sturdy, heavy-duty shipping box first, place your beautifully wrapped gift inside, and then grab some Scotch heavy-duty packaging tape. All you need is one strip across the top to seal that box into place. You don't need a lot of tape. And then once you've taped it in place, you're gonna decorate the box a little bit more so that when that gift arrives on their doorstep, they're gonna feel so excited, no resting gift face in sight, just happy smiles about the beautifully presented gifts that they just received. If you want more tips and tricks, all you gotta do is go to scotchbrand.com/holiday or go over to Instagram @Scotch to learn more about everything you need to know for gift wrapping this year.
The world of vacation ownership, which includes timesharing, has transformed the way travelers explore new destinations. Here's more.
There are 10 million timeshare owner families here in the United States today that own at least one timeshare. And it may come as a surprise to you, but Gen Z and millennials make up 57% of that 10 million families, and they also make up 2/3 of all new timeshare purchasers today. When we look at the key trends that are driving additional purchases and those younger travelers being attracted to the timeshare industry, those three drivers are familiarity with the product, flexibility, and variety. If we look at familiarity, many of the younger travelers have experienced timeshares, either with their parents or maybe they've rented a timeshare. They understand the benefits, they have traditions, and they're looking at making new vacation memories with their own family. Second is flexibility. Today's timeshares allow people to book as little or as much time as they want to go on vacation. This is very different than timeshares of past, and no longer are you required to go back to the same resort at the same time year after year. And finally, variety. You will find resorts in places where you expect them, beaches and amusement parks, but you also find timeshares in cities such as New York, Charleston, or off the beaten path places such as Moab, Utah. With 1,500 timeshare resorts in the US and thousands around the country, there's a timeshare out there for everyone. When we look at the key trends in the timeshare industry, our white paper outlines 5, but today I'm just going to focus in on 2. 1 is experiential travel, and 2 is artificial intelligence. Experiences are certainly important and a very popular thing for younger travelers today. As a matter of fact, you can't have a fantastic vacation without fantastic experiences. And timeshare owners are able to have access to exclusive experiences such as live sporting events through partnerships with the PGA and the LPGA, NASCAR and F1 races, and also you'll find the opportunity to have private concerts from top Billboard artists and private in-room dining events.
Many seniors face a very difficult choice. Should they age at home or move to a facility that can offer ease and care? Here's more from AARP.
According to AARP's Home and Community Preferences Survey, most adults over age 50 would prefer to live in their homes as long as possible. Rodney Harrell, VP of Family, Home and Community for AARP, has more.
Home and community are central to older adults' lives. It's the place where they've raised their families, built friendships, and made connections. It's no surprise that most people would like to continue living where they're most comfortable.
Unfortunately, AARP found that half of older adults lack confidence that their community will meet their needs as they age.
Many older adults are considering home renovation projects to improve access and safety. Things like including ramps or widening doorways, improving lighting, or modifying bathrooms to reduce the chance of falls. They're also adding new technology to report emergencies and keep in touch with family and friends.
For more advice on aging at home, visit aarp.org/home and community.
When it comes to holiday gifts, why not keep it fresh? Send your family and friends a citrus fruit box or a basket. It's a sweet, healthy, and thoughtful gift guaranteed to spread some holiday cheer.
Struggling to find last-minute holiday or New Year's gifts? Look no further than giving the gift of Florida Citrus. Florida Citrus gifts are the perfect combination of healthy, delicious, and thoughtful, and they offer an easy way to spread holiday cheer to your family, friends, and loved ones. Whether you send a Florida Citrus gift box, basket, or variety pack, each gift is freshly picked and packed with care, offering a one-of-a-kind present that's perfect for celebrating any occasion. Florida Citrus gifts can be enjoyed in any way, whether you prefer fresh squeezed juice, eating whole, or as a featured ingredient in your favorite recipe. And let's not forget about the health benefits. Florida oranges, grapefruits, tangerines, and mandarins are packed with vitamins, minerals, and phytonutrients that may support overall wellness from immunity to skin and heart health. Ordering is simple. Visit pickfla.com and browse a variety of gift options from citrus growers across sunny Florida that suit any budget.
Hey, before we head into the weekend, we always like to give you our picks for streaming for the weekend. This is where we got to tell you something you got to check out on your streaming services. First always is Jackson always has a great pick. What do you got?
Okay, I stumbled across this one. I loved it. My pick for this week is the new HBO Max documentary, Yacht Rock.
Yacht Rock. Okay.
You don't know me, but I'm your brother.
It rocks, but it doesn't rock too hard. The singers all seem to be saying, hey, it's gonna be okay.
It's perfect sitting down dancing music.
Also known as Yacht Rock.
That looks lots of fun, and not everybody wanted to be involved in it, right?
No, but it's a really good documentary. I had no idea what Yacht Rock was
That's
about.
wild,
I really
yeah.
didn't. And then I just stumbled upon it because I was looking for something new, and then I got completely sucked in.
One
It's
of
great.
the best concerts I ever went to was a Yacht Rock concert with Travis Dale, which is
And I will
incredible.
say you, it's a great history lesson in music too.
Yeah,
it's
and that's
wonderful.
what I like. You're almost like, oh yeah, I remember that song. That's
You
Yacht
don't
Rock.
realize what was involved with these guys and how much of an impact they seriously made on the music
think about
industry.
that. All right, Maddie, what do you got?
Well, my pick this week is Interior Chinatown on Hulu.
In Chinatown, nothing ever changes. Nothing exciting ever happens to me or you or anyone we know.
I feel like I'm a background character in someone else's story.
I think that's called being a loser.
Shut up, man.
Police are investigating a missing woman. The abduction may be related to reports of a gang war.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Who is that?
She looks Thai.
Dude, she's clearly Korean. Know your age.
Comedian Jimmy O. Yang plays a waiter who thinks life has passed him by, but he finds himself in the world of spies and crime as a background actor in this whole thing. And it's so fun. I love all these actors in it.
It's fun stuff. When his wife becomes sick, a struggling father buys a lifelike AI android named Alice. Here is Subservience. Check it out.
The most sophisticated AI on the planet.
Daddy, can we get her, please?
Think about your family, about Maggie. I'm sorry. This is the world now.
Megan Fox is stars in this one. She doesn't play a great robot, though. I have to tell you that.
She's perfectly gorgeous.
She is beautiful,
Yeah.
the way she is. That does it for the show. Thank you so much, everybody. We appreciate you joining us on this ride.
Be good, head to our website, dailyflashshow.com for more Daily Flash.
Peace and love. Peace and love. Just stroke Mitch's knee for
All right.
no